Yeah, hello, this is Dave from cheapbooks.com playing World of Tanks. The tank is a Type 64. This is a Chinese Tier 6 light tank, and the map is Pilsen. I'm also working on a mission, LT5 Forward Observer, which is to spot and have my allies kill 3 tanks. And I'm going to show you how to do it. This is a game, watch what I'm going to do. This is a very difficult map to spot on. I found this bush. I don't have a lot of experience with this map because it is one of the newer maps, if not the newest. And I am going to complete the mission. I was getting a little annoyed that I wasn't able to spot tanks to death, get my allies to kill 3 tanks that I spotted, so I'm going to come up with a unique solution, which we'll get to in a moment. Now, because I'm trying to do spotting, I can't fire at these tanks. My allies have to kill the tanks, and I have to get the credit for the kill. But when these guys start running away and hiding behind the building, I'm not spotting them anymore. And if I'm not spotting them anymore, I'm not going to get the credit. I won't complete the mission. And maps that have lots of solid objects, buildings and hills, are difficult to get spotting damage on. So you can see I need to find more tanks. My allies are in front of me. And when the allies are in front of you, you're not spotting anymore. So I came up with a solution. I have to advance to the front lines. But there's no bushes to hide in. They've already spotted me. There's no buildings to hide behind. So this is what I did. And keep in mind, I can't actually kill these guys. What I did was I decided to get behind them all. And by getting behind them, I'm spotting them from the rear. And of course, I'm going to fight anybody that comes after me. Notice that I'm keeping my frontal armor pointed towards an LT5 at all times. He thinks he's going to circle around me and get my weaker armor, but what he did was a big mistake. And I'm going to show you again. I did complete the mission, because they did kill 3 tanks that I spotted, but look at what I had to do in order to do it. Okay, so I want you to watch again. What the MT-25 did was absolutely wrong, and I'm going to show you how he should have done it better. Okay, so he's coming in. His plan is to drive in circles around me and shoot at me, with the presumption that he's going to hit my side armor and my rear armor and do more damage. And when you do this to people, you want to hold your fire. Like if you have an autoloader like an AMX 1390 that fires very quickly, you're going to fire at the side and fire at the back and fire at the side, and then you want to hold your fire when you got the frontal armor, and then you start firing again and you circle around the tank. But the problem is that I did not stay still. I turned my tank so my frontal armor was always pointing towards the MT-25. So he never got a shot at my side armor or my rear armor. Excuse me. So his technique completely failed. In fact, it was the exact opposite effect. Because what happened was he was always shooting at my front armor, and I was always shooting at his side armor. Not only that, but he was trying to do circles around me because he thought that my gun would not keep up with him. However, because I was turning my tank, my gun was keeping up with him as he was circling around me. So let's watch that again. And notice how I turned my tank the whole time. Always frontal armor, always shooting at his side armor. Even if I have to reverse to pick up speed. Okay, so I probably got the credit for the T-71 dying because I was probably spotting him. And the MT-25 just died. There is a chance that I got the credit for his death also. I'm not sure. The game doesn't report when you spot someone and they die and you get the credit. It doesn't give you any report as to which tanks you got the credit for. So again, it was LT5 forward observer, spot for your team 3 tanks and have your, spot for your team tanks and have your team kill 3 of those tanks. And that's how I did it. On another map, I would have done it differently. Okay, so this is the Type 64. It's a Chinese Tier 6 light tank. It's also a premium tank. And the map was Pilsen, and the mission was LT5 forward observer for the T-55A. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.